Disclaimer alert, disclaimer alert. Hey everybody, it's Dr. Joe. Today I'm going to show you how to roll out some muscles. If you have tight muscles, painful muscles, muscle spasms, or even trigger points in your muscles, a good way to work those out is to use a stick or a roller. You can use any stick or roller, you can even use a rolling pin, but TUFF Active Gear actually sent me this TUFF STX. It's really neat. I like this a lot for several reasons, but the biggest one is that it's made in the USA. It also has a core steel on the inside, which makes it so you can't bend it. A lot of other rollers that you get are made from plastic, and so when you actually roll it on your body, it kind of bends and then it loses the specific pressure to the points on your body that you're rolling it on. So I really like that. But even though it's nice and firm, it's got this squishy foam, so it's not painful on the muscles. It makes it nice and comfortable here, but it gives you that firm pressure that you need. It also has some pretty firm but soft points on the end for the trigger points. So I really like this specific roller, and if you'd like to check out some more in-depth information on it, you can go to tuffactivegear.com to learn more information about it. So let me show you a couple ways to roll out different muscles, starting kind of from your neck and going all the way down. The reason that I like this one, again, because it's so firm, you can use one hand if you want to. So just starting here kind of on that levator scap muscle, which is a big one that gets tight and spasmed out when you have a lot of tension or you're working on the computer a lot. So you can just roll it out nicely here, or if you want to use actually both hands to get a little more pressure, you can. As you can see, it's nice and compact, so you don't have this big long thing to carry around with you. So if you wanted to take it to work, you can actually take it to work with you, and it's pretty easy to travel. Another one that I really like is to work your forearm muscles, which again can get very tired if you're working on the computer or if you're doing repetitive movements. Kind of brace it between your legs in a vertical position, and then you can just kind of roll on the inside, and then you can roll on the outside. Now make sure when you're rolling, if you have not rolled your muscles before, start off gently. Don't push really hard because you can make yourself sore. If you have specific injuries or a diagnosis of some kind of disease, make sure you check with your healthcare provider, because sometimes you're not actually supposed to roll out the muscles if you have something specific going on. So make sure that if you have something, check with your doctor or physical therapist. This next one here is for the quad. I really like this one because a lot of times the quad muscle is going to get really, really tight for people. So it's a great way just to kind of roll everything out. Then you can also move to the IT band, which is going to be one of those sensitive ones that's always kind of tight. So this might be one where you want to start off really gently, and then if it feels good, you can push a little bit harder. Make sure that you know the difference between pain and just working it out kind of pain. So if it's just pain, you want to stop. I always call a stretching kind of pain a good hurt, or hurt so good. So this is moving down to the anterior tibialis. This is where someone might have shin splints on the front here. So this one is another great way to kind of roll it out. And then you can actually move down to your calves. And you can also put it on the ground here and roll out your foot. You can roll it on the foam part, or you can actually get a little firmer texture and roll it on the handle if you want to get that plantar fascia down there, just in case you have plantar fasciitis or something like that. Then you can also take the end and use it for a trigger point. So let's say my pecs are really tight here. I can just take that end and apply a little bit of pressure there to help that muscle relax. You can also, if you work with your hands a lot, you might have some tension in the thumb muscle here, and you can just put some pressure on it this way. So as you can see, there's a lot of great ways to use a rolling stick to get those muscle spasms, muscle pain, tenderness, tightness, even trigger points out. If you'd like to find out some more information about the stick I use, the TUFF STX, go to tuffactivegear.com. If you're interested in purchasing the stick, you can go to my website at our product store, AskDoctorJo.com/products. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. And remember, be safe, have fun, and I hope you feel better soon.